Yo, what is going on everyone? Guiding Light here, back with a quick God of War Valhalla guide. In this one, I'll show you guys how you can defeat Valhalla's Chosen. Now, in order to do this, it's actually not very hard, but you're going to notice that you have a quest to defeat Valhalla's Chosen. Now, when you get in here, you're going to have to go through a few different zones. Now, by zones, I mean you're going to have to go into the rooms, and then you're going to have to clear out the enemies. Now, once you clear out the enemies, you're going to have access to a few different doors that have different symbols on them. Now, the first couple of doors, it doesn't actually matter which ones you go through in order to reach Valhalla's Chosen. But what you're going to have to do is make sure that you keep surviving all of these waves. Now, because this game is brand new, it just came out, I'm going to try to explain it as best I can. So this is basically like a survival mode, meaning that each room you get into, you're going to have to kill all of the enemies in it in order to progress to the next room. Now, the hardest part about it is that you're not going to be able to really heal very often unless you get things out of the chest or you get health to drop. Now, depending on what doors you go through, depending on which symbol is on the door, will depend on which rewards you're going to get at the other side once you defeat all of the enemies. And I'm going to make a video explaining exactly what all of the different doors mean here in a little while. So if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Now, in order to get to Valhalla's Chosen, what you'll have to do is you'll have to clear out about 3 or 4 of the rooms. Now, the first couple doors you go through, it doesn't actually matter. You're actually not really going to have too much of a choice because the doors will randomly spawn in, and you're going to have a choice between like maybe 1 or 2 doors to go through, just depending on which rewards that you're going after. So as you guys can see, I've finally cleared out the room, and once you've cleared out enough rooms, you're going to finally come to a door that has a skull on it. Now, there's no exact pathway that you need to take in order to do this. You just need to progress, clear out the room, progress until eventually you do reach the door that has the boss on it. So you're going to have to do about 2 to 3 encounters or 2 or 3 rooms before you finally do come to this skull door. Now, if you die, you will have to start back from the beginning. And that's why I want to make this guide explaining that you're not like lost or something, and you just have to continue to progress and you actually have to survive. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to like go back a room and see if maybe I can go backwards first before starting up the boss, but you cannot do that. So just keep in mind, once you've gone through a door, you cannot go backwards to where you were. So now that we've gotten through the door, it's going to tell you before you get in the boss room, at least by looking at that symbol, that skull symbol. So you'll know that you're going into a Valhalla's Chosen room before you even get in there. Now, just keep in mind, guys, once you get into the room, you're not going to really have too many heals and stuff. So whatever you need to do to survive, I chose to just keep my distance from the enemies and just throw spears because it was the easiest way to take them down for me. And if you die in this, you're going to start from the beginning and go all the way back again. So no matter how long these fights take you, just play them out safe. That way you don't have to waste time like coming all the way back. Now, usually there will be like one of these health stones on the ground as well, but it's really not going to help that much. It only gives you about 10%. Now, there's certain builds and weapons you can use that will definitely make you running this a lot easier. And if you need me to make a build guide or anything like that, that will actually allow you guys to heal yourself occasionally, just let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to upload a guide on which builds I chose to use to make it easier. Now, all you have to do is survive this fight. This is by far going to be the hardest one, though. So like I said, just take your time. Make sure you don't take too many hits early on because there's going to be more people that spawn in. And that's going to be it, guys. Once you take out the marked enemy, you will have defeated one of Valhalla's Chosen. Now, once you guys have defeated a chosen enemy, what it's actually going to do is it's going to allow you to progress to the next floor. So if you guys didn't know, Valhalla basically has different floors. So you'll start out at floor 1, and you're trying to basically make your way up to the top, and that's like the whole point of the story. So once you guys have defeated one of the chosen, it will actually unlock the gates in order to go up to the next floor. So each floor is going to have it like a chosen enemy at the end that you have to defeat. They're going to get harder and harder as you go on, and then you will be able to move on to the next wave. So I just want to make this quick guide sort of explaining the DLC, explaining what this really means, and also just explain how to take out a Valhalla's Chosen. Now, hopefully you guys did enjoy this quick guide. If you did, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, because I do upload a ton of videos on all of the latest games. So if you're ever stuck on anything, you can normally find a guide for it here on the channel. So hopefully it helps you out, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.